Hello, and welcome to the stream. And hello, thank you, Scar, for joining as well. Glad to see you're able to join. Let me just do some last minute checks on things. So it's all good. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Now then, let me go get the music. But yeah, welcome to the art stream. This is just give me a few seconds. I will get this ready. All good and honestly understandable. I have like some on the side, and yeah. Now let me just get the music started because yeah, this game straight up has like actually a really cool soundtrack that's still in the making. Yeah, and such. Let me also begin by showing off the new stream background I made. Yeah, it's honestly something I'm really proud of. I'm just really proud of how this turned out. As for the art, here it is. Yeah, for the record, I did pretty much all of that live, all of this last night. Thank you. Now it's time to begin. Yeah. I should also probably start by actually completely forgot to do the second layer, which is something I've been doing recently. Yeah, for like the longest time I didn't actually use layers for my art. I still don't most of the time. Only when I really need to. Yeah, since this is October and I had the idea, I wanted to do spooky streaming. Since this game has been kind of stuck on my mind, I figured it might as well be a good time to do it. If anyone's curious, this art will go public eventually. Following my usual upload schedule for things. Mostly to probably, I think it was like next week. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, because the last few times I try to put things off, it usually winds up being months, if not weeks later. So I try to avoid that. Yeah. If anyone's ever curious about like the music stuff, feel free to comment. I will like quickly go and tell which one it is. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much this is gonna be pretty fun to do. Yeah, for those who are curious and don't know what Outcome Memories is, it is a asymmetrical horror game along the lines of Dead by Daylight. Focus around Sonic using essentially focus on the Sonic EXE creepypastas. And I would also like to add that I've never actually read or played any of those games, or even Outcome Memories, because I don't have Roblox. But nonetheless, I kind of came across it and got fascinated by it, and just it was certainly the kind of asymmetrical horror kick I had a while back. You can think Dead by Daylight, its recent chapter, I forget what it's called for that. Yeah, this will be, thank you, Scar. This will be doing pretty much chibi art for all of the current characters, the ones planned for version 0.2, 2 of the future survivors, 2 of the future killers of sorts, which I will go into later, and 8 original ideas I had, 4 for each team. So I would like that. One thing I think really helped me get interested in this is just the fact that, what do they call the killers in this game? Ah, yes, the executioners, which I think is just very clever because, oh, what do you call it? What is an EXE for short for? Executionable, which is just very clever. I love it. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. All of these were done last night. I might also have a whole lot of say unless I get to comments, because what I really hunker down and focus on, or I don't tend to say or do a whole lot. Though I will admit, I am hoping to have some fun with this, mostly because I've been somewhat I've been like this has been an idea I've been wanting to do for a while, but I've been hesitant to try doing it on stream because I get distracted while drawing a lot. And like that, Sonic is done. I'm not sure if I'll do the colors right now, or if I'll wait until after, towards the end when everyone's done. Might just end up doing that for now. Thank you for understanding, Scar. Thank you as well. I think it also helps that this is probably the only way I could really do an art stream for now, because I don't have like a tablet or anything to do with live.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly.
And I got an ad. Hold on. And I just yes, the mute button. There we go. One of the shop themes for those is curious. So I have read up a lot on the game, so if anyone wants to hear like semi breakdowns on how characters, how characters play, I am perfectly capable of doing that as well, Voltron. Let me check something. Tails. Okay, yeah, that's how it looks. Alright, good. Yeah, that's good to hear, Scar. Hope you enjoy the food as well. Is that done? My apologies if anyone heard that. That's something going outside. Ooh, cool. Hope you enjoy. I've just had bowl of Cheerios and can't really have a think of goldfish right next to me. And water. Let's see here. Let's see here. Take care of that. Everything's going all good here. Yeah, that works. That's the main one done, so now I just gotta do this. Actually, one really cool thing I do also like is that each character has like a custom logo. Hold on. More ads, always annoying. Also, believe it or not, this is one of the like character selection themes where after you've chosen the map. Yeah, like legit, this soundtrack, I was listening to it all last night while doing all these. Like, it is really cool. Like, it has a lot of atmospheric tracks, but also a lot of them like sound straight up out of a Sonic game, like modern ones. And this one's for the map not perfect for those cures, one of the current maps anyways. Excuse me. Yeah, now on to Knuckles. Just because my lighting on some of these could be better. You'd rather Knuckles than Knuckles. Yeah, well, like, in-game Knuckles is pretty much one of the major characters who's supposed to stun the executioner. Get out of here, Scar. Yeah. Oop. Yeah. Up there. Oh. Peter's. Okay, but what is this one for? Yeah, I forgot what. And I'm glad you're enjoying it so far, Scar. Yeah. Yeah. It really is a very classic for Knuckles. Yeah. Also, and I think this, now that I realize it, I think this is like the first time I've actually drawn a lot of the Sonic characters. Also, however, just so I know, they actually did make like official Lego Sonic sets as well. I would love to get my hands on one of them since I have the Lego Dimensions Sonic figure. Yeah, that's true. Although I do think, like, slight spoilers for what the character who's coming up next. I think this is like the first time I actually ever drawn physical or digital Amy's old Rosie the Rascal design too. As that's what she actually uses for this game. Then I'll look at this. Yeah, it is a really cute design for Amy, to be honest. And yeah, like this game mostly uses the classic versions of characters, and for those who don't have classic designs, they kind of make their own. They're really cool, as you'll see later, if you decide to ever look them up. We got like a few of them. Oh, yeah, I can't believe I got to do this. Oops.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to ad-free songs from anywhere. Try 1 month
And
free.
another ad. Which was lucky it got taken care of early. I mean, ended early. And this is... oh, this is one of the solo themes for the characters. Yeah. Shit too hard. Actually, funny enough, well, Jet hasn't been outright confirmed. The one of the creators is a big fan of his, so there's a chance he might actually wind up in the roster in the future. But here we have Amy, and as I was saying earlier, this is like one of the Last Man Standing theme songs, which is another really cool detail I like. This is Tails specifically. Yeah, trying to think, like, they do have a lot of they say the roster's locked for now, and they do have a lot of characters planned for both Survivor and Executioner. So, but there is a chance they might get it might get unlocked in the future, from what I've heard. Though I might also be misinformed, so who knows. So Amy's another pretty interesting character in the game, because she actually has like a gimmick involving her tarot cards, actually modifying her stats somewhat, and being able to stun with a hammer. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I just wanted to add that in. And here we have Eggman's solo theme, and it's honestly one of my favorite in the soundtrack as well, Cracked Empire. Actually, hold on, I wonder if I'll be able to actually get to him before the song ends. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, this soundtrack is really cool. Also, kind of realized the way I drew her quills. It makes she kind of looks just like a more bumpy hairstyle. Kind of just realized. Yeah, she kind of really does look like a perm or a fro. Yeah. And one of my personal favorite ones so in the soundtrack as well, Metal Sonic solo theme. And yeah. And okay, hold on a moment. Just gonna make some quick edits here. Okay, yeah, that should work. Oh yeah, there is like an unofficial wiki, and it is a shame that Bake's not included, but who knows? Honestly, could see him like showing up as like a background element, or even as like a cameo in the pre-game lobbies. But hey, that's Amy's done. And next up, yeah, I mean, he managed to get in and out of cyberspace from what I know, so he probably is too strong. No matter if eldritch beings can contain Big, his love of Frock is simply too strong. And next up is Cream, the resident healer of the game. So keep her safe for more than one reason. And funny enough, the song playing now is her solo theme, Once a Flower. She's probably the one I know the most about because there's a really good video breaking down her moveset and how to play her online. But if you ever want to show, I can like send it to you later. Yeah, let's hit that. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Well, just let me know if you ever want it. Now I'm fully listening, like what, this really does just feel like straight up Sonic music. Which I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it's a very nice detail. Let's see here. How have I been going? Thanks for that. Let's see here. 30 minutes. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Scar. Yeah, was trying to find it and couldn't immediately see it on OBS or YouTube, but finally found it. Someone. So thank you. So, wow, this is surprisingly blurry. I should be able to get it. Yeah, this uses like sound clips really well in the music. Oh, by the way, one of the version 0.2 characters they're gonna add is Blaze, and this is her solo theme. And she has a really cool design in this game. Probably one of my favorite sort of redesigns they have in it. And she's on this list to be drawn as well, so you might see it soon. especially since he is a valuable part of Cream's moveset in helping her be able to heal more so long as he's around. Yeah, that'll work. And let's see here. Another ad. Hold on. My apologies about that. And here we have Blaze's partner's Silver's Last Man Standing ending theme. Oh. I think this is a song for Shadow, but I'm not sure. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever even heard this song before. And that should be cream done. I might go cream and cheese done. And now it's time for the man with the master plan himself. The Eggman. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a Shadow thing. I'm not sure if it's official or not, though. Scar, that's brilliant. Love that. And totally fitting given the fact this is an asymmetrical game. He's never gonna leave. He'll always be back. And one of the I never really noticed that forward either. But this actually would be a really cool design detail if that's actually the case. And if not, it's a very fun coincidence. Yeah, I don't have a. Actually, I can go get a egg pawn reference. Real quick and just look at that. Egg pawn. Yeah, I can really see it. It really does kind of look like a. This definitely does have like classic Eggman inspiration in its design.
When too much work bogs
Hold
you
on,
down,
another.
Asana
There we go. Surprisingly, Eggman's been like one of the quickest to do aside from Sonic. And again, classic Eggman's got a pretty simple design. That probably helps. Yeah. Definitely something I've come to appreciate about the characters having more chiller, simpler designs. Admittedly, part of the reason I don't use like Fire Emblem or certain other characters a whole lot is because their designs are pretty detailed. Or I just draw them in other outfits. But with that, The Eggman has been done. Okay, I want to check something real quick. So, go to wiki, go to icons. Let's just go ahead and list this. And next up, yeah, or in my case where I say I'm going to simplify the character's outfit, and then I proceed to not simplify the character's outfit. And hey, I think, yeah, I think they got like a Mirage Saloon map, and it's just going to be the 80 seconds or less planned for it. It looks like really cool. But for now, we have classic Metal Sonic. Probably one of the most unique characters in the game right now, considering his entire goal is screw up the Executioner's Day. And can't be healed by Cream. Instead has an auto heal move that can be boosted by Tails or Eggman. You indeed. I'll probably say something that I think, like, out of my favorite survivors and executioners, Metal Sonic is currently the one for both of them, as one of the future executioners will show.
People can watch me doing this.
Before I deal with these stupid advertisements. Ooh, a theme for a scrapped level map. Yeah, Metal is really cool. It's definitely quickly become one of my favorite Sonic characters. Though I'm not super familiar with the series as I am with others. So apparently, from what I heard, like pretty much Metal's like the perfect counter for like the EXE kind of nightmares and threats, which is very funny to know. My top three. It's definitely something I'd have to sit down and think, but off the top of my head right now, big Metal Sonic, clarify Metal Sonic, and possibly either Rogue or Surge. Or Chaos. Chaos is really cool. I get that look, Sky, and I will state, seeing the two of them interact would be amazing. Especially depending on what version of Rogue it is, too. Actually, it's a bit of a spoilers, but Rogue has an amazing redesign in this game, and it's when we spoilers when we get to her on this in this stream, I will probably gush. Yeah, a lot. Ah, good to know, Scar. Do. Ooh, those all sound fun. Funny enough, Omega is like one of the future characters that's planned to be added. Good to know for your honorable mentions as well. Yeah, they got like actually like a lot of characters they've revealed are going to be added in the future. I think like 0.3 is version 0.3 is going to add in Fang and Shadow as survivors. It's also like even a couple other characters like the Chaotix. I want to say. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Mega. Oh yeah, they even got a Princess Sally planned as well. And this is the main chase theme of the current executioner in the game before version 0.2 happens. 2011X. Just X is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think after we're done, like with all the confirmed survivors, I'm gonna move on to doing the executioners, kind of like how I did it in the when I was drawing all these. And with that, Metal Sonic has finished. That's all the current survivors in the game so far. And now for the version 0.2 survivors, starting with It's No Use himself, Mr. Silver, the Hedgehog. I'm actually really proud of how it turned out in the kind of classic art style I did. Yeah. I do hope like Silver gets a kind of redemption year of sorts like Shadow got recently. Would be really cool to see. Yeah, like I know a lot of people are doing recently a whole bunch of like Silver if in the future against Sage kind of things. Like one really cool idea I remember seeing is pretty much somebody went like, you know, if anything, we could probably get like another Sonic RPG doing something similar, since it would be like so far in the future, it could be justifiably different from the main cast. Oh, hey, another like an official Sonic 06 remaster. Just for the chaos of it all. Get that quill there.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running.
Another ad. And an unskippable one at that. I'm always gonna dislike a unskippable 15-second ads. Apologies. I forgot. Excuse me. Ooh. Ooh. And oops. Excuse me. You're almost done with silver. Probably has one of those detailed designs so far. Excuse me again. Sorry. The yawns are coming back with a vengeance. Yeah. I'll admit I didn't get a sleep. I kind of got distracted by stuff like I've been sort of doing lately. That said, I am still able to focus on this at least. So I think also not having a whole lot to talk about for silver all that much might have an element of it. Oh, I did watch the unrelated of the new death battle with Blade versus Buffy and such. Yeah, waiting for stuff like that it can make you really restless. We'll definitely have to look into ZA somewhat though. I did play Arceus a bit, but had to sell it, and also that art kind of got in the way of things too. Hey, we're done with silver, and now it's time for one of my favorite designs in this whole game, Blaze. That's such a cool yet cute design. Ooh, Package Unrest is actually a really cool name for it. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy it when it finally gets there, Scar. Oh, the Arium, the cheap girl from the Sonic Dream thing. Yeah, I could totally see that. Definitely does kind of give elements about that. Done. That is totally fair, Dev. Yeah. Honestly, I've kind of been the same recently too. If just with Pokemon ideas on the brain, but more so because of Poke Clicker and the dungeon achievement grinds. Kind of, and like it's kind of said, you know what? While I do this, I should probably start making art during the milestones as like a mini break. As soon as I get back into doing that, I probably will. Yeah, I'm glad you're excited for those, Scout. And I won't lie, both of them are definitely going to be getting some more love if I go back to the doing that dungeon things. Specifically Gardenia, given how many like the 3 or so dungeons that are close to Eterna City. Also, at least it's been kind of fun to just draw. Actually, you know, on the subject of Pokemon, this was kind of something I wanted to bring up on stream for when there was more people, but I'll do it now. So we have this Sonic EXE horror game. Ooh, oh actually, I did not know she had feelings on ghost types. I'll definitely have to look that up. Good as I was planning to use her some for the old chat 2 drawings if I go back and try to do more with it. But yeah, she is really fun. So as I was saying, like, so Sonic's got the EXE asymmetrical horror game with Outcome Memories, and there's a Mario one like in the works.
With premium light,
Hold
you
on.
can hear me say all these.
That's annoying ads. Ooh, oh, that's really fun. Cool to know. Definitely might have some fun with that. If the other pictures I've drawn for is any cool. But, like, but yeah, like I was thinking, like, Mario's getting an, there's like a, yeah, they really do. It's like, so Sonic's got this horror asymmetrical fan game. Mario's getting one in the works right now, that I can like share more with you later, Scar, if you like. That's like using XPs is just really cool. Personally, I'm waiting until like somebody does like a Pokemon one. There are a couple of them from my memory, like creepypastas with Pokemon and such. But I can't see it happening, like maybe with XPs like the Mario one did. Might even write down the concepts on myself later. Turning back the music now too. So I'll also say that partly because I was thinking on the idea of Summon, I had an amazing, just perfect in the worst way possible, in the worst chaos humor way possible skin for one of the, whatever the killers could be called. So it was called something different, like with this game it's the executioners, and with the Mario one it's, I think it's just hunters or something. It's definitely something I'll think on, though. If you ever like want to, if I ever do more, you just let me know if you want me to share with you some, Scar. And if you're curious, yes, this is one of the chase themes for one of the upcoming killers. Specifically, their Michael Jackson themed skin, and it is amazing. that is something I really do enjoy. Is like the executioners get like their own. Like, I don't know if you saw it on the wiki, but like for each of the executioners, they do something. All their like skins / variants, like they do something very cool. Like kind of like having them labeled as like giving the main page and the variant page cool cool like flavor text of sorts. And another upcoming killer theme. Quite frankly, for one of the most terrifying designs of them so far. Dun 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 dun. And the place is actually very close to being done. Oh yeah, Evie Month is yeah. I really do hope like we get like some of the ideas you've talked about and shared. So that would be really cool. Yeah, it really does feel like the best time to add like both of them in, like to the roster, unless they want to save it for like, I don't know, if they ever announce a what was it, like a remaster of the game, sort of brand new entry. Plus, it would also mean Mirror B has a chance to enter, and I think that would be amazing. And I know the fan of that might lead to, and I'm full on hoping it happens.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen ad-free, offline, and
Let me just stop it up. That's period. There we go. Funny enough, I don't think I got as many ads last time as I did now. But with that, the lace is finished. Yeah, that would be amazing. It makes me really hope they do it. But yeah, it would be have open the door for like more spin-off or obscure characters to get added in. And we've finished all the that's silver in place. So on to the future characters with. I'm gonna be brutally honest. This is probably my favorite design of the entire game so far. Like this. This is such an amazing design for Rogue. It is perfect. Incredible. I love it. I fully know I'm gushing about it, but I don't care. It's great. The actual render on the wiki does it more justice, I will admit. But either way, it's so good. It's such a great redesign ever. Rogue. I don't know. Though I'm glad you like the design for her as well, friend. And I'm not gonna lie, I am very tempted. Like whenever we get to her in the kind of project we got, I would love to add this in as a costume for her. Oh yeah, also Infinite is one of the upcoming characters that is planned as well. I'm glad you like the idea. Scar. Yeah, I'm glad you would be down to do it. Yeah. They also got Honey from the Sonic fighting game as well planned too. This is a very fun and deep cut too. Ooh. Oh, that would be a really cool idea, and I actually really hope they do that now too. I don't play Masters, but I do think that would be really cool to see. Oh yeah, adding in like a Gigantamaxing with Eevee would be really cool as well.
With YouTube Premium, watch
Hold on,
ad-free.
another
Offline.
unskippable ad. No, never mind, it's skippable. Oh, that's good to hear, Scar. Yeah, I think casual might there's a chance that might be what I do become for a Persona 5X whenever I eventually get eventually download it, since I've been getting distracted with stuff and needing to get more space. Yeah, I heard they were adding in Mitsuru soon. Yeah, super. A part of me wonders if like they're saving Junpei to add in alongside like what is it add in alongside Chidori. Yeah, that's a shame. But it would be yeah, but I do think it would be very fun to see her in as well. Almost an hour and a half. Just double checking how long we've been with the how long the stream's been going on. I'm surprised it's been going on for that long. Although I'm also surprised I've managed to, at this point, almost be done with the survivors, the official survivors, I should clarify.
Most people don't know that you can get a domain
And
from
unskippable ants, just annoying ants. Oh, say that. We are almost done with Rogue. Just gotta do her face icon, which is actually an original design because both her and the next character are like planned. I don't think I've only gotten like some very basic modeling done, so none of the like icons and such. Ooh, that's cool to know. Didn't know it was supposed to be set around before Say Spell, so I guess that makes sense. It's pretty much where all the other collabs and stuff tends to get set. out of that, Rogue has been finished. Still love this design so much. And next up, it's probably one of those surprising additions, but nonetheless one of the coolest. Surge. He's like straight up got like a custom classic design. I think this is one of the it does have a cosmetic on, but nonetheless it's still really cool. Yeah, really cool to see her added in. Makes me hopeful they add in her friend as well. Yeah, I really hope they add in the I really hope they add in the P5 spin-off characters and Black Mask Crow as well. I do also like they eventually add in like the Persona 4 gang and maybe even the characters from the previous Persona games that don't get as much love. They'll also just stay getting a remake of the first two games too. Yeah. Okay. Would also be really. I also really hope they get to eventually show up in cross. Like at the very least, Surge shows up in a Cross Worlds Racing as one of the future characters. Yeah, okay, yeah, good point with the revival. I still really like that name though. This might not have been my first choice for what to call the Persona 4 remake, but it's actually really clever when you think about it. Yeah.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube.
Another
Plus, the
ad.
music app, one subscription, 2 episodes, try it free.
There we go. But since I'm gonna get a good look at her sort of just full design, I kind of did make some stuff up. Oh. Oh, that was. I was about to say, given how Persona games tend to, at least the post 3 tend to treat their magician characters, I can kind of sadly see that. Well, at least the male best friend ones. Ooh, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I would, actually, given that, the answer got a DLC, it's possible we might get Metis. Would be really cool. I'm really hoping. Also, I think I can safely say of the Survivor designs, I think Surge has the most detailed one. Like, of the ones I'm drawing today anyways. So depending on like people enjoy this, I might actually do more art streams. That would be so cool. I would love if that happens. Like, honestly, they could probably do something like the answer, or just a new, fully original story of sorts. He's hold on, I'm gonna look at Search's design again. Ooh, oh, that would be really cool to see. Would be really cool to see Marie and Kaguya join in, or even be like playable party members.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen.
More ads. Actually, you know what? Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, those would be like really cool to see in as well. And hopefully they do at some point join the Masters roster. But to say, one thing I just realized I really hope they do as well is finally like find some way to use the that Nanako design they cut. Yeah. Honestly, they could even kind of do it as like a. It could be another idea they could do for the sort of 4 revival thing, like a DLC kind of epilogue years later. They could even tease like Persona 6 if Nanako's in it. Let Nanako beat Shadows. I mean, I never did it. That was just a concept. Actually, now that I think about it, like a Persona asymmetrical game could be pretty fun as well. We definitely need to think on how it works, but could definitely, like a multiplayer Persona game could work. And with that, though, series has been finished. That's pretty much all the official survivors. Maybe it's time to move on to the executioners themselves. So glad a little detail there. There we go. And starting off with the currently only official one, X or 2011X. The, like, outside of private server stuff, the only playable executioner in the game so for right now. So what the heck is that music? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I've actually heard this song before either. I did not know that. Apparently the playlist I'm using for the music has the songs for the emotes. Yep. Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of describing this guy. That or like demonic doppelganger. Oh yeah, straight up, that is the yeah. I think it's like it was supposed to be an emote for the Tails. I think like a lot of the emotes are just references to like memes or such. And since this has lyrics, I do not want to take the risk on just talking over it right now. Less of a copyright claim to worry about, just in case. Da-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Like I know the I think it got I think it was uploaded like recently or anything. It's like a actually, you know what? Just to be careful, I'm just gonna skip this one, just to be safe. Like recently, the Catastrophes revealed a emote for their Luigi XP based off of the Rat Dance. That was surprisingly easy. Gotta go here. Yeah, like I'm honestly excited for the Mario kind of asymmetrical horror fan game, the Catastrophes, especially because of its like XP thing it's got going on to be safer against the against Nintendo's copyright stuff. Also, just that and like the XP designs are like really cool. Like I legit love the Daisy XP they got. Yeah, yeah. I could probably share it with you later on. If you like Scar. It's like really cool designs. Yeah. Yeah. Though it is like still being worked on, so there's like no gameplay of it. But it's nonetheless really cool. Definitely, like I've definitely thought like if like people enjoyed this kind of art stream, like I might do another one for the Catastrophes. It'll definitely be like a lot shorter because they haven't got enough stuff revealed, but would still be pretty fun, I think. Oops. There we go. Yee. And like that, 2011X is done. Just gonna skip that one just in case it's... I know how YouTube gets with copyright, so I don't want to take too much of a risk. Time to move on to the next one. Colossus, who, from what I understand, is actually from the game that inspired this one before it got taken down, Sonic the Disaster, as a kind of way of like paying tribute to it, which I think is really cool. Hold on. Actually, another thing that's kind of been on my mind is a Sonic asymmetrical horror game. Not horror game, but oh yeah, that would be like really cool to see them see if like those variants get added in as well. Well, Cynthia is always fun. And if I ever do that, write down that Pokemon asymmetrical horror game idea, the Cynthia XP is probably going to be the first survivor. So, well, he's got some fun ideas. But like, I think like a legit Sonic asymmetrical game, like non-horror, could also be like a really cool thing to see. Like maybe take some cues from the the Resident Evil kind of one that was made a while back. Like one team's playing as Sonic and Friends, the other's playing as Eggman, the Mastermind. Like new and original versions and such. Oh, that would be really cool. Also, did not know Marnie had that many alts as well. I guess I'm surprised it's like when I think of super popular characters, Marnie might not be the first one to come to mind, but I'm glad I'm wrong. I definitely do think, like, if I do that idea, a Marnie XP might be like one of the other first ones I will do. Oh, that's cool to know for. Yeah, she is really cool. She's like a very neat character. I'd also write down that Sonic non-horror asymmetrical game idea I had some too, because I do think there's a lot of fun potential with that one. Ooh, those are all really cool. Honestly, just hearing all about these potential makes you realize for that project we should probably think there's probably potential in doing some AU versions of Marnie in case we haven't already. Will do for sure, my friend. Actually, might end up doing that some if I do the whenever I do write that down, that Pokemon idea, which also would be another like a fun kind of art stream to do.
Eggman got the master plan.
I also just realized, oh yeah, all the art stream idea I had right now are chibi horror. A far cry from what I usually draw or do. But not all that surprising given that I am a fan of like, that I do have like, I am a pretty big fan of like certain horror series. Mostly like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Hold on, do this. Yeah, that's fair. I'm definitely more selective with what horror series I like. I'm not like a big fan of like this senseless gore physical horror. I prefer psychological horror despite how much of a chicken shit I can be at times. But yeah, like Resident Evil and FNAF are definitely the two major ones I can all do. And with that, Colossus is done. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. Add to the creep factor. And next up is this game's version of the Tails doll creepypasta, Tripwire. It's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Oh hey, the scrapped version of a Sonic solo theme. Neato. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the offer, Scar. If do any comes to mind, I will definitely hit you up. Once the project's finally done, though. I mean, when, yeah. Actually, that does remind me, I should probably do another one of the pictures or something for the project we're doing too. So maybe in the future. Here we go. Yeah, that one makes sense to me. Yeah, yeah, because like I know the DR doc for the project is, or the DR and similar doc is like much shorter. Now that I think about it, a Danganronpa asymmetrical game could also probably work too. Like either one in the vein of Among Us or like, like the horror games like Dead by Daylight and Outcome Memories. Understandable woohoo there. I'll also just vibe into the music right now because this is, yeah, I mean, we do have plenty of Among Us references in the project, so it would make sense. Plus, I could see it being like a serious Among Us might cross over with it at some point, especially with like the new game. Though, whenever I see the Tailstone, I'm just gonna think of the version some comic Johnny made, like uses, because that's just that one's just perfect. Like very funny. Just oh, by the way, you're all out of creamer. What? Oh yeah, the Danganronpa Dead by Daylight theory. I really hope that's like happens or is true, because that would be really cool. Like I've written down an idea or two for like what killers could work. Well, to go right, the killer I think would happen, and then this is Atomic somehow making an Aegi harem work in game. How? Well, the answer is simple. The holy name of Mukuru Yasaba. And just having some fun, good old chaotic fun. Thank you. I'm glad to love that. I could probably make like a moveset based around that concept. So I might surprise you later down the line. With it if you ever like. So yeah, like, I did actually kind of think on it some, like, how would a Danganronpa like TBG like kind of work? Like, maybe take some influence, like each character has like a ultimate despair like variant that acts as the killer when they're selected. Scrap version of a Knuckles solo themed. That is totally fair, and I could and Actually, like, I can legit see them do it too. As well. It would make sense too, given, like, Koto's kind of the sort of survivor face of Danganronpa, and would make a lot of sense. Only other ones that come to mind is, like, Kyoko, or, like, depending on what specific game they're gonna base off of. And Monokuma would make a lot of sense too. Yeah, seeing Koto, yeah, even if it's like just a costume, Koto would be very fun to see. I can also see like Monokuma, depending on how they want to do it, like kind of working similar to how Shucky does in game, like kind of third-person camera, then have the Spectre or actual Junko show up when you're down a survivor and pick them up. There we go. Helpful. Yeah, that would probably be my bet as well. Like, so if I ever do like another DR chapter, which I could see happening, but maybe not as likely, you see, like, I would hope that one gets added in. Yeah, that would make sense, like, especially with 2x2, like, being revealed. And scrapped Amy solo theme. Now I'm just thinking about, like, what else could work as, like, a killer? I think, like, my mind goes to, like, maybe one of the Ultimate Despairs, or do something with, like, a Tsumugi and the Mono Cubs. That would just get, like, a whole lot more original, like they kind of did with the Ghostface chapter. So, power of yeah. Yeah. Heck, if anything, could probably also serve as a good semi-redemption for her anyways. Like, not actual... like, not actual redemption, but... character, potential redemption. And like that, the tail stall has been finished. Actually, yeah, there we go, that works somewhat. I honestly think like this is one of the arts I'm like the most proud of. Just because referencing what we know so far of the tripwire lore, with them apparently being possessed by a girl. Oh, that's a great idea. You could totally see that work. Maybe with like, she can cosplay as them. After a while she starts beginning to turn pink because of the whole cospox. And now, Fleetway Supersonic, the last killer that to be introduced in version 0.2. Yeah, there's Colossus, Tripwire, and Fleetway are the 3 upcoming killers. Actually, part of me also kind of hopes they do like a Among Us chapter as well, because I think the imposter could be a fun killer. Actually, Scarf, I thought back to your statement of hope a coda's in so we can ship it with RE girls. Realize there are other. We can ship it with all the other female DVD characters too. You probably can't tell, but I'm literally shaking my hands, but rubbing them like a madman. I do kind of like that of the killers that V.2 is going to introduce for the main game. We got Demonic Doppelganger, Eldritch Body Horror, Tails Doll, Supersonic on Crack. Or Speed, I guess. I don't know. One of the two. Sorry, I had to just doing a bit. Oh, that would be really cool to see like Emma get in. I mean, Emma. Yeah. Sorry, that just reminded me, like, I had like a while back this really big idea, like Lego game idea was pretty much Lego Pokemon. Like you would basically have like, what was it, 20 or so levels per region. I just like be able to go through like 12 or so of them. To probably, if I go back into made a Pokemon craze, I might bring that back. Or start up with a simpler, or a simpler Lego idea, not go full, Roman Empire, as they say. Ooh, yeah, that would be really cool to see as well. So I'm just gonna save that, doing his eyes for a little bit. That's real. So Discord's muted on the computer, but not so much my phone. I'm still seeing updates and such. Like, ooh, I kind of want to do that, but at the same time, I gotta focus on this first. I don't want to fall into the usual trap I do of start drawing on something and then get distracted for like most of the day. Yeah, let's go. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna be. I should probably save to go ahead and focus on doing the this important detail for the bad plan for Fadeaway Sonic, Super Sonic. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, it's good to help How about keep things on track? I think I just realized, I think Fleetway Supersonic has the most color. The most color out of the characters so far, because I haven't done saving coloring for after all they're all drawn. Makes sense though, given the yeah, I forgot. All of the private server characters have like a solo themes too, and this is the one they did for Baldi. Surprisingly metal. down. I'm gonna retail this here. And like that. Fleetway Sonic has been Fleetway Supersonic has been finished.
Beat my game. You learned a lot. It's good you came, 'cause you were taught. Now that you know, you use your brain. I'll let you go. Take all again.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks and stay focused on important work. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
And with that, we can move on to the to what is probably one of my favorite killer designs and designs in this game. Period. Furnace. So I like this is a sick design. You've like especially for like a metal Sonic like this. What is it like a still like legit sick. Oh, that's a cool to know. Hopefully she gets more in the future. Oh, yeah, at least Fanart gets more love. She's really cool. And then we have this some semi-nice, cool, relaxing music. And, meanwhile, I'm drawing literal furnace killer robot. I will admit, I think I made a furnace a little bit too top heavy. Or at least like a big chest. that's a bit of a shame. Hopefully she can get like more costumes and such. Ah, Snickle's solo theme now.
Get out of here, annual fees. That's what you're supposed to do. Cash back like a pro with Chase freedom.
And unskippable lands. Oh, we're actually nearly at the end of the playlist too. So I might swap over to another one when it's done. Everything else. Oh, I didn't even notice that until now. Honestly, that's the reason I really like these whole fan game asymmetrical things. Like you can sneak into all the layer motifs if you do original music, and it's like all so cool. They really are. And whenever I finally figure out what kind of music software to use, I'm gonna try my best to have some fun with layer motifs. Done, done, done. And with that, I'm going to get up another playlist with the OST, so... Ooh, very cool to know for Cynthia. Also, that is surprising given how popular she is, too. Ooh, very cool to know for her Pokemon she uses as well. Yeah, this is the hold on, the Christmas variant of the main menu theme. So I guess I guess it's a circle. It's just another menu theme. And yet it's still able to sound absolutely depressing. And like that. Furnace has been finished. Now after I get all this done. Oh, there's just the multiple different shop themes now. Next up is, if I remember correctly, like an original idea for the game. Corn exclamation mark X. Well, I decided to do it just because, oh look, it's designed, it's so cool. Such a sick design. I feel like Vegeta and the Team Force start rolling. We're like, it's so damn cool. I'm glad you think so too, Scar. Understandable, Scar. Enjoy your stretch. Notice I'm actually gonna take a quick snack. Hey, great to have you back. Just taking a short, minor break of my own to handle some things. Real quick. And I'm back once again.
This is the story of the one. As a
Thank you
lineman,
for
it's his job to
understanding,
keep the
my
power
friend.
on. That's why he chooses Granger for professional grade products and next day delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I thought my mic thought my mic was muted. Turns out I unmuted it already. Go figure. How long have we been going on for? 2 hours now. Safely say that's a bit of a surprise. Oh, actually, I am gonna need to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right.
With YouTube Music Premium,
And once again, I am
ad-free
back
songs, even when you're offline or on the go.
to an ad. My apologies. see here. Another. So many advertisements. Yeah, they really do. At the very least, when they're constantly popping up when you don't need them to. And with that, Corin X is finished. And with that, pretty much all the official characters have been finished, so it's time to move on to the less official ones, and my own personal original ideas I wanted to do, for the fun of it. Starting with 30 seconds. Since I'm not super familiar with all the EXE stuff, these are just straight up original ideas and concepts. 30 seconds is, to put it simply, the elder incarnation of the collective trauma from the sonic drowning music. Thank you. Yeah. And fun fact, 30 seconds is named after how long it takes to drown in, I think, the original games. Funny enough. Thank you. Oh, and there's another bit of fun details I'm proud of is all of the characters I made up or shows that aren't in the original game have an atomic symbol in the eye. Other icon. Thank you, Scar. Moving over to the survivors, my first pick is to go with the Waddle and Chaos inspired 30 seconds is a classic design of the cow. Moveset wise, I imagine her being a healer like Cream is. Oh, taking inspiration from Knuckles in ways as well. Hey, I'm glad you like the addition of a Tagal, my friend. Oh, I forgot to do the icon for 30 seconds, but I'll go back and do that. Oh, you could also probably see a Vanilla was another the next original Survivor idea I had as well.
Track stats while you watch live NFL games.
And more advertisements. Sorry, I have to be careful with not resizing the drawing window, because if I do, the OBS is going to resize the how it looks inside the stream, and that's going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. The thing is, I don't normally do that anyways. almost forgot the glove hand. Actually, since I forgot to do it earlier, I might as well do this now. Sorry if I don't say a whole lot. I don't exactly have any conversations that come to mind right now. It's all good, Scar. And thank you for understanding as well. Looking at the time now, it's just depending on how long these last few drawings take. I might stop before I start the coloring. It depends on things. That's it. Like the coloring would be like as I said before, this would be my usual schedule route of up on Patreon first and then such.
You're not Sonic. Who are you?
And with that, the first original duel is finished, more or less. To call in 30 seconds. Thank you for understanding, Scar. Up next up is Dollhouse, or in other words, I wanted to make it. And we've got so many Sonics. We don't have a name here, I think. So I made Dollhouse. Anami unintentionally partnered up with some form of elder twin who now sees the world as her dolls. With creepy eye hands, because why not? I'm actually like pretty proud of her design. Thank you, I'm glad you like it.
Gee, what was that?
definitely want to go a mix of creepy but still relatively cute. Kind of a semi-gothic Lolita design as well. Obviously based off of the classic Amy as well.
When Donald Trump's agents
Together, your love.
Unskippable, it's the bane of my existence. Especially when the 50 seconds long. Is why not? And yeah, they really are. Especially when they're like unskippable 15 plus ads that just kind of do the opposite of what they're trying to do. Excuse me. Ah, yet another Jason Griffith jump scare. And the return of the cracked empire. They're done. Sorry, water swig. Honestly, at this rate, I might actually end up doing that. Oh, do the coloring off screen thing because my hand is starting to do the hand things when you draw for too long. So yeah, luckily it's not too much left though. Why did it do that? Oh, that's why. I completely forgot a section. Oh, and thank you for understanding as well, Scar. Let's see here. Go to black. Oops. And that's still household finished. Also, definitely a lot creepier than expected, and I'm so happy for that. Next up is vanilla. And funny enough, this is, for those who are curious, the second time I've drawn vanilla. Actually, the first time I've drawn normal vanilla. The first time was actually a human version of her. Yeah, I'm actually very proud of that picture, still. Yeah, I'll keep the thick line arts for this, actually. Make it easier.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI Visit us at asana.com.
Oh, I just realized my mic was muted. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, classic Landleon. Landolin. Very proud of how she turned out the physical artwork. Yeah, I did not realize my mic was muted. Yeah, thank you for understanding, my friend. And yeah, I'm glad you're glad to see Land Leon. Figured she would be fun to do. And plus, I probably that I kind of how I translated normal hair to classic style, but just make it a regular old afro instead of like the ponytails she has. Yeah. Oh hey, this is a teaser for a Honey the Cat theme. Da-dun, da-dun. Land Leon's semi-finished. Moving on to our last original survivor. The Avatar. Why? Because I had the idea of doing Ash Williams' Chainsaw Hand. Yeah. Wait, does the Avatar have an official name? I didn't notice, but also wasn't fully looking at home a bit. makes sense. Good to know as well. So just either name or a combination of the two. Like Gadget Avatar. I love this song.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to ad-free songs from anywhere. Try one month.
Not what I wanted it to do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you like it too, Scar. Thank you, my friend. I'll be sure to let you know if when I eventually start playing it. I do. At some point, I will have to stop forgetting about it and just do it. I do apologize that it's taken this long. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's go. That works. Thank you for understanding, and also, I mean, also understood too. Sorry. Yeah, I need to get better at that. Now it's time to begin. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just save that for after the two killers are finished. Which are... You're too slow. My mindset here. I wanted to do a Sonic doppelganger of my own, and also, well, basically the Sonic equivalent of the... If Sonic is the Flash, then this is the Black Flash. Was my mindset. Figure out how to best do the... There's a very specific way I wanted to do his design. Just not have any borders with it. Hold on. Yeah, pretty much. I'll just keep the normal layout for now and figure that out during coloring. Actually, fun bit of trivia. Originally, You're Too Slow's was going to be based more off of what it was, where I got the name from, the Smash Sonic taunt. Hold on, I need to go check something real quick. I'm back. Dark ambience, my fault.
I'm Stephanie, actor and Walmart Plus. I'm your body.
Dun 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 dun. Damn. ambience track. Don't really need that. And the fact You're Too Slow is finished. Leaving us with hypermetalvirus.exe. My backstory idea for this was pretty much someone who finds a strange mod that adds in the metal virus, only for the mod to, in of itself, be my apologies, let me try that again. The basic story goes, my idea at least, was pretty much somebody finds a mod that seemingly adds in the metal virus from the comics into classic Sonic. The mod works and the virus infects the version of Metal Sonic, turning it into a sentient AI. Sentient AI sorts that quickly overtakes the whole system and begins rewriting it so that it's the player character, so it can fulfill its main goal of killing Sonic and Co. over and over again, all while using the virus itself and the mod now to manipulate the world around it. All of it very rough drafty, and while I'm not super proud of the design myself, I'm still pretty proud of I am somewhat proud of how it's turned out. That was very rambly, I do apologize for that. Well, the basic idea is Metal Sonic fused with the metal virus. Even though I have very mixed opinions on that arc. Oh, well, that's good to know. Since it's going to be a bit before I upload it, I might find some way to figure out more of the story, or just have it be like he fuses with the virus itself, or something. Going all classic, classic metal overlord in a sense. Yeah, it did give us that really cool moment and some other fun stuff. As well. And like that, he's officially done. Not officially done, but all the liners done, so all that's left now is the icons. Thank you, my friend. Oh, understood. Best luck with whatever you're doing. How do I keep managing to do that? Oh well.
When too much work bogs you down, Asana, that's because
And oh right, yeah. Oops. I almost forgot.
too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to handle.
Oh, I just realized my mic was muted. Whoops. Hi, Scar. Welcome back. If I forgot to say it, yeah, it's not a pain in the neck, and so is forgetting that you're not muted. Yeah. And now Lanolin is done. And now Avatar is done, as I'm gonna just read through the snow. It's just been bugging me. There. Much better. Actually, hold on, let me go check another thing real quick. have returned. Oh, wait. I forgot some details there, it seems. Yeah. But with that, all of the, gonna pause that. With that, all of the, liners have been done, and I am, yeah, I'm just gonna do the coloring off, do the coloring off screen, then upload it to Patreon later. But yeah, oops, hold on. Gotta get it nice and aligned. There we go. I'd like to say thank you for everyone who's joined. Thank you, Scar, for sticking with me all the way through as well. And I think, yeah, I'm just gonna try to, yeah, end it here really soon. Anyways, but yeah, if anyone's interested in seeing like the finished art, it will be going up on my Patreon either later today or tomorrow when I finish it, and then publicly sometime later. Well, I definitely might do another art stream like this in the future, though. It was fun. Goodbye, Scar. Have a nice day and night and time stuff. As for everyone else, I will see you all next time.